Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video. This will be the fifth and final part of the attack combo video we are currently doing. Then I will figure out something else to show or add or whatever. But this is what we have so far. An attack combo going. So yeah, this video will mostly be some cleanup and some fixes, and then that's gonna be it. But let me know in the comments if you find any other issues with it, and I will probably add in a final fixing video, but let's do some cleanup. There's some things that we need to fix first and foremost. In the combat function, when we equip a weapon, we still have the sockets hard-coded. So we want that to be different for different weapons likely. So let's add that into our weapon details in here. Yes. So can do name, socket name. And we can just get it from here. So right. And that means we need to add the sword socket here. And that's one thing. Another thing I noticed is this works fine. Ah, okay, sword was not the name. What's the name of the actual socket then? Find skeleton. Equip sword. There we go. One thing I noticed was it's fine like this. So it works and everything looks good. But this will probably cause issues if we are playing on a listen server. If we are playing on a dedicated server, which some people might make games for, so let's fix that as well. This works fine as long as there's an actual server connected, which is the other player in this case. But what we need to do is in the montage function here, we need to play the montage on the server as well for a dedicated server. And the reason we need to do that is not because the server itself actually needs to play the montage. A dedicated server doesn't run any visual stuff anyway. But the montage, since we're using root motion, the montage moves the character. So if we're not playing the montage instantly on the server as well, the server will not move the character, which means that the multicast here and the client playing the montage here will disagree with the server on where the character actually is, which will cause a bunch of stutter. So if we play as two clients now, which means it's trying to simulate a dedicated server, you can see it's stuttering all over the place and not really agreeing. And it's moving during the montage because the server thinks that's fine. So let's just in here as well copy this node here. And the montage to play. And the owning character is replicated, so the server already knows what that is. So there we go. And now it should work. Two clients. And we can see it works. So that is perfect. And I'm gonna show you like how to set up another weapon just in case. Actually, let's do like this. We're not gonna do this here. I'm just gonna add a key. Can't I do that? So if I press 1, I will equip this one. So by default, I won't have a sword equipped. If I press 1, it will equip the sword. And if we want, yeah, you see what I mean. So the only thing you need to do to add more weapons here is add another socket for it or use the same if it's possible. But some models might not have the same pivot. So you might need different sockets or for different weapons and everything. So you need to add a socket and you need to fill this out and you need to make an actor for it and you need to fill out what montages you wanted to play. And if you want to add like stuff like damage, you could add damage things here as well, which you can always read from this variable. So you could always just actually we probably should store current weapon as well. All depends on your game, but let's actually promote this to a variable and call current equipped weapon details. Let's replicate that as well. So that means we now have saved our weapon details. So if you want to apply damage or whatever, you can always access whatever data you want in here. So you can add whatever stuff you need for your weapons. And that's probably most of the stuff that I wanted to do for these quick episodes. I'm just gonna add some cleanup myself. Let's do that as well. But from here on out, you probably don't need to watch anymore. I'm just gonna organize stuff a little bit different just for my own sake and to get a little bit better readability. But for starters, I will get all of this. I will make a function or a event. Try attack. I will make a new graph called combat graph. I will put combat related functions in here. Actually, this can probably be a normal function. Collapse to function. To light attack. Try do light attack. Can delete this again. Client light attack. This is, yeah, depends on how you want to do it. This is gonna be called from input, so it might as well be a client event. So client do light attack. And then after 1 second, always we're gonna reset the combo, and then we have the function itself in here. And we don't need the sequence, so that's fine. calls the go. Gonna keep interfaces here. Interface calls. Stores the current movement vector so we can use it for attack rotation. Toggles input control bool for if input is disabled or not. Might be good for myself to remember for the future. And from here we do light attack. But I'm actually gonna take this and do another graph called input graph. Then we will make another graph called general RPCs. Copy everything in here and refresh it. This one is server RPC play anim montage with root motion. Server if to the position here we go. Server RPC to play any montage with root motion needs to play the montage on the server if we are playing on a dedicated server. Yada 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 yada. Perfect. And then the multicast RPC to play the anim montage on all remaining clients since the client predicts its own montage. Actually, we should probably also do switch has authority here. Because it depends if it's a dedicated server game or not. I'm just gonna play it safe here. Since we have this here now, the server now plays its own montage instantly, which means the server doesn't need to be included in the multicast either. So if we have authority, we're not gonna play it either. server event. There we go. RPCS for playing attack, for playing animation and montages. Here we go. What else do we have? Can keep the event tick here, I guess. Let's also collapse this to a function. Attack rotation. It's fine. Here going in here on here. Delta time. No weird stuff going on here. Don't really need a comment for this. What else do we have? Set actor rotation. Let's put this in the general RPCs as well. Pretty straightforward with that one. This will go into the input graph as well. And this will go into the combat graph. And I don't really like the look of this function. It's long and annoying. But since we have an async here, we can't really collapse it to a function. So I'm just gonna collapse it to a node instead. Doesn't really matter. It's probably fine here. Is there anything I can collapse that will make this look nicer? Collapse this. And this, I guess. We could do this first. That's always going to be the same. That's always going to be the same. So we might want to... let's just keep this for now. We'll see what I'll do in the future. Equip weapon. Spawns a new replicated actor on the server and attaches it to the owning character in the correct socket. Async load to avoid hard references. There we go. Just see, did I cheat and do unnecessary casting? I did not. This seems to be pretty fine. All right, that is looking good. I don't think I forgot anything. Press 1, seems to work, and I can attack. Awesome. Wait, something is actually wrong. Sorry, I forgot. Retriggerable delay. since I collapsed it to a function. So I'm calling the wrong one, right? Client light attack is the one that should be called here. Client light attack. One. Yeah, seems to work. Does not seem to work. Did it stop doing the attacks? Ah, yeah. In here. If last thing we need to do. Not sure when I accidentally removed this, but this needs to be here as well. Cool. Alright. That's probably gonna be it for this one. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you have suggestions for future videos. But this will be it. I will see you in the next one. Bye!